delicious Singapore hawker foods at Little India. Welcome to another food adventure with Getting Lost. Today we are back at Little India to try the good food that we can find here, like this thosai, delicious thosai, crispy thosai, and of course some lamb or mutton biryani, and something I haven't tried before, which is a paneer tikka. And also we can try a tomato uttapam. And lastly, thosai. This is an onion rava thosai. So join me as I eat my way along Little India to try all the delicious good food that we can find here at Little India, while we are walking along the street with all the delicious good foods which will appear after the intro. Welcome back. Let's start with how to get there. First of all, get yourself to Farrer Park MRT station, and which is on the northeast line, and head towards exit H. So once you get out the gantry, you turn right and walk past these gates here and keep following the corridor all the way to the end. And when you reach the end of the corridor, you need to turn right and continue walking down the corridor here, and walk and walk and walk and walk and walk and walk until you reach the first corridor here on the left. Take this corridor on the left by turning into the corridor and keep walking straight all the way to the end. Don't take any turns, just follow the pathway. And in front of us here is actually the entrance to City Square Mall, which we're not going to take. What you need to do is you need to veer slightly to your left, and here there's actually a pair of doors which you're going to take to get outside. So go through this pair of doors, just opening it, go through it and walk a short distance, then turn left. When you turn left, I want you to actually make a U-turn until you reach the escalator going up. And once you reach the top, you have reached exit H. And here is exit H, which is directly in front of Serangoon Road. And here we're actually in the heart of Little India itself. The heart of Little India. And in front of us is a gate. This gate is actually the gates to the old New World amusement park. But this is just the remainder of the amusement park. So once you reach the road itself, which is Serangoon Road, you need to turn right. So this is City Square Mall, and right in front of that is actually exit H, and we are actually along Serangoon Road, and we're going to follow the traffic that direction, keep walking down until we reach this row of shop houses. And this is Serangoon Road again, and we are going to follow the direction of the traffic, walking down the opposite direction until you see this Indian temple. And directly in front of the Indian temple is this restaurant called Indian Vegetarian MTR Restaurant, and this is the place where we're going to have our first meal of the day at this restaurant. This restaurant here is a very popular Southern Indian food restaurant, and once you get past through the doors, there's actually a counter. What you do is you place your order there, make payment, and they give you a number. Then you take a seat and wait for your food. The first thing I ordered was their masala thosai, which cost me $6. On top there, you can see they give you a chutney and also a vegetable curry. You eat it together with your thosai. So thosai is actually a pancake made from fermented rice flour and then grounded lentils. And then the masala is actually they stuff it inside with a potato mixture. So this is the masala thosai. One thing I really like about this thosai is the skin or the thosai itself. It's super crispy, it's thick and well browned on the skillet. And then the masala inside there has very smooth with potatoes and chickpeas and onions. I really like that. And only thing I don't really like is the masala. When they stuff it into the thosai, it only feels like 1/3 of the thosai itself. The rest of it, the thosai is actually air. So it's a bit empty. But other than that, very well done. Next up is this item called Pudi Masala Thosai, which cost me $7. Comes also with the chutney and the curry, vegetable curry. But here it's slightly different. The thosai here is more like a pancake. They still cook it on a flat griddle, but the texture of the thosai itself or the pancake is more airy and it's almost like it's steamed. But one thing different here is they put in lots of chili powder on top, and then on top there is actually the masala or the potato filling. So once they put in lots of chili powder on top, it gives me something, reminds me a bit of how when you eat the Korean jeon or Korean pancake, it has a very similar bite feel to that, but doesn't taste like that at all. But it has a similar bite feel to that. Overall, something interesting, something I haven't tried before, and I'm glad I tried it. It was very, very interesting. We are back out again in front of City Square Mall. And what we're going to do now is we're going to go across the road here, along Kitchener Road, which is right in front of us here. On our right is actually Serangoon Road, and right directly in front is Kitchener Road. So what we're going to do is we're going to go head towards this red shop house, which is called the Tandoori Restaurant. And that's where we're going to have our next meal. So what we do is we cross the traffic light. After that, we're going to turn left and just walk straight down. And the next shop house is the Tandoori Restaurant, and where we're going to have our next meal. This restaurant was actually located somewhere else previously, but they have moved here. And this is the restaurant, and here is the menu. So there's a wide variety of Indian food that you can try here. And here are the price, and the prices are actually stated in the menu here. And this is the restaurant. And the first thing I've ordered is this item called a paneer tikka. So this paneer tikka is actually cottage cheese with tandoori spices and prepared in a tandoori style. So one thing very interesting is, first of all, the cottage cheese itself has a texture of firm tofu, but when you eat it, it has a taste of mild cheese, and with a very nice fragrance of tandoori spices as an aftertaste in your mouth and at the end of your mouth. So you can taste it in your mouth after that. It's quite interesting, but it's a bit rich and you cannot eat too much of it at one time. But still, very interesting dish. Here we have some ingredients here that goes together with this. This here is our lamb biryani or mutton biryani. And this one, I mentioned that the paneer tikka actually cost me $16.90, whereas this mutton biryani here cost me $15.90. and there's lots. One thing I really like about here is there's quite a big portion of rice and also lamb inside here. First of all, when you open this thing, you get hit by the nice fragrance of all the spices, and then when you eat it, you'll notice that both the rice and the mutton are very well seasoned. They season it very nicely, and the rice also has a coriander finish to it. So after you eat the bite of the rice, you can taste the coriander at the end, and it is really good. It's very flavorful, very fragrant, very delicious. And the mutton, the mutton is also super tender. It almost breaks apart. And then you also have some ingredients that you can add together to the curry itself. And look at that. Look at the lamb, so tender. And also the curry that is given together earlier actually complements the biryani rice very well. And if you put in a bit of raw onions to it, it gives you the additional textural vegetable crunch, which is very delicious. And I thoroughly enjoyed this biryani, but it's a bit expensive. Other than that, very good. We are now further up along Serangoon Road, and we are actually in front of Tekka Center. If you don't remember Tekka Center, I will actually leave you links in the description below, or a link at the end of the video where I will show you how to get here. But once you get here, just follow Serangoon Road down, walk along the shop houses until you reach this traffic light. This traffic light here is actually a pedestrian crossing, and we're going to cross over the road to visit this place called Komala Vilas Vegetarian Restaurant. This is Serangoon Road, and we're going to cross here to go to that restaurant. So this is Komala Vilas, and this is also another very popular restaurant which serves good Indian food and at a very affordable price. And this restaurant does get really packed during meals time, so if you want to eat here, I would suggest you come off-peak timing. But this place here does serve good Indian food. And the first item I ordered here is this item called the onion rava dosa, and this dosa cost me $4.50. It comes with, in the middle there, the vegetable curry, and then you have chutney, you have a chili chutney and a coconut chutney. And here is the dosa. First of all, it's nice and crispy, and inside it you have onions, green chili, and look at that. It's a good dosa. The dosa itself goes very well with any of the chutneys of the curry itself, and it's totally delicious. The only issue I have with this is they actually put in whole black pepper pods inside the dosa itself. So when you do bite into these black peppers, you get a very big burst of pepper, which is surprising. So other than that, I really like the dosa. Next up is another item here which I haven't tried before, but I decided looks interesting. It's called a tomato uttapam. So it's something more similar to a crepe or a pancake, like a thick pancake with toppings on top of the batter. Here they actually have tomato. So first of all, I really like the tomatoes here. The tomatoes here was nicely cooked, slightly acidic, slightly sour goes and blends very well with the pancake itself, the uttapam. It somehow cleanses your palate so that you can eat other things very nicely. The tomato also is nicely grilled and soft. Overall, a very interesting dish, something that I haven't tried before, but still I'm glad that I tried it. And so, that was our food adventure here at Little India. We tried a few places, we ate a few of the good food that we can find here along Little India. There's more places to come here to eat, which I will come back another day to try, but you can always try this before me. Like I said, lots and lots of good food here. You should come here and explore. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me for my adventure here today at Little India. I hope you enjoyed it. So please do me a favor. Please like my video, share my video, and subscribe to my channel. Please inform your friends and families and relatives and acquaintances all to join my channel. It's for their own good. Tell them that. And lastly, but the most important thing, the thing that you must do is to join me for my next adventure. See you then. Bye bye.